pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 20-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And a Las Vegas first down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not what you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Roby on the tackle.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen.
Number 29.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Jason Sanders set to go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Deontay Harris. He will take this all the way.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deontay Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw is Bridgewater. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Kansas City.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
10 more yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jackson.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple.
Deontay Johnson.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down by John Simon.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Bridgewater's pass.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going. Out of bounds.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And He is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
An
excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They set up the screen for Henry, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Final play of the half. Bridgewater. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
24. Chiefs, 21.
Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
And the Las Vegas
move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and
10. Now it's Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Ball carrier.
16 yards, a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First down and run with Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Cohen. Jackson, option right. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is going to rip it tight.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves
21.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ball carrier. Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
And 4.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Carson. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, a pass underneath for Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Carson.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
21.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Harris on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Finding Harris over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Bridgewater again. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again with Bridgewater. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Fighting ahead at the 15. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 74 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.